Welcome to Civilian Jeeps. I'm Jake, and today we're at the Daytona International Speedway. It is Jeep Beach 2023, and this is the main event. This is Saturday, and we're going to go in here and check out some of the vendors and what they have to offer, and check out some of these Jeeps too. If you want like a compilation of everything Jeep Beach, make sure to go back to some of the older videos on the channel when I come here in 2021. Check out those videos, but for today, let's get started. Let's check out and see what we got. Really, this is more focused towards like JKs, JLs, JTs, but there are some things for YJs and TJs, not a whole lot for CJs. That is Petty's Garage, a couple JLs under there. Here's the Ruba Trucks. Ruba Trucks is actually back where I'm from in Tennessee, across the mountain in North Carolina. They're out of Boone, North Carolina. This has a 7.3 liter Hemi in it, I believe. Let's see. Yes, it's a 392 Hemi. Sweet Jeep. Way too expensive for me though. We have the Mile Marker JT. Tons of ducks. If you notice, that's a big thing down here. There's lots of ducks. So, not really into the whole duck thing, but a lot of Jeep people are. So. Now moving on to the Nitto vendor section. There's some Nitto tires on display. You have a pretty big JL. Oh no, that's a JK. Pretty big JK from Maryland. There's a JL. 4-door JK. Looks to be about 42s. Wow. That's pretty big. Can't see many scratches like it's actually used. I see a little bit on the sliders there. I don't think this thing's used very much, but it does have 42s. There's the JL I was talking about, nothing special there. Some tires.
Would you like a backpack?
Here is a JK Rubicon at the Nitto section. I like this a lot. This is clean, simple. You can still use it. I love the half doors. Oh, I'm a sucker for some maroon red interior. That is awesome. I'm not a JK man, but I do like this one. That's a good clean build that, you know, actually could be used. Then you have another JL over here with a corny paint job on it. Not that I don't like the red, white, and blue, obviously. I mean, I love the scheme, but, you know, just tons of JLs. Here's a JT. This is like the lime green. It's got some Toyo MTs on it. I'm not seeing those shocks. Those are Skyjacker shocks, remote res. Those are pretty nice. I didn't know Skyjacker made those. But it's got a bed rack on the back with the spare tire. Does not look like it actually gets used. But this is under the Skyjacker vendor area. Then we have another Skyjacker Jeep. This one looks to be a JK. Quite big. It's got some raceline wheels on it. Honestly, this is one of my favorite builds. I'm pretty sure this is a JK frame, and it's got the old Gladiator J series front clip on it. This was here when I was here 2 years ago, and it's just super clean. I wish Jeep would have produced something like this, more of like the mainstream, because in my personal opinion, this looks better than the actual Gladiator, even in stock form. I know this is lifted, bigger tires, like not what Jeep would ever produce, but I do like in stock form how this would look compared to the new Gladiator. And this is so it's a LJ that's kind of got a Scrambler mashup. It's a LJ frame, LJ interior, but they've made it resemble the old Scrambler, which I think is really cool. I mean, it gives you the cool springs and a better ride, and the graphics of an old Scrambler makes you feel. They do have the CJ front clip on it. They did some modifications, made the hood work, and the grille, and the fenders. So it does have a CJ front clip. It's got a Warren 8274 on the front. Super nice Jeep. I like the mashup they did there. This is the MagnaFlow booth, just your typical 2-door JL. Nothing too extravagant there. Now on the other side, I am passing some of the 4-wheel parts. This is General Tire. Another MagnaFlow. That's pretty nice JT that they got under there. Gotta keep walking, got a lot to cover, so can't go over every single one, obviously. This is a JK. This is the Project X booth. Track and trail off-road. So, bunch of beadlocks down here. Beadlocks and 40s are the new, I think, 35s. So, got a V8 conversion. Very clean. You can tell this is a show Jeep, but it is put together well. I like it. Let's see what axle it has. Okay, yeah, Curry 60. Yeah, this is definitely more money than I could ever afford. So going on, here's a 6x Gladiator JT. You see these occasionally, custom build. You can tell this thing doesn't actually get used, but it is a good eye catch Jeep for Jeep Beach. Can't really see much of the interior, but you're not really here to see the interior. It's mainly to see the 4 wheels on the back. Fox shocks on it. I like the bed size a lot better. Nice bed size on it. You could actually haul some plywood in that thing. Sweet JT. Here is a JK with some half doors, or JKU, my bad. When I say JK, if it's a 4-door, obviously I mean JKU. Oh, it's from Tennessee. It's got some race lines on it. Super nice. I like the color. I'm a big orange Jeep fan, by all means. I like the colors that stand out on Jeeps. The subtle colors just don't quite do it for me. When you're talking about Jeeps, you need something that really stands out. So moving over, that's looks like CMM off-road. This is the Gladiator build that they got. Nothing too special, just 23.0 rooftop tent on a bed rack build in the back. This is the Rev Kit booth. Here it looks to be an LJ. I have a soft spot for LJs, obviously, because I have one. More of the Baja Designs lights. And babies are expensive if you ever look at them to purchase them. I looked at them and I was like, no, can't afford that. Here's some race lines. Like I said, race lines are really popular down here. This does look like it's actually used though. Sick build. JL. I would take this LJ over the JL any day though. That is nice. Extremely nice. Oh, this LJ does get used. You can see it has some body damage on the back of it. Oh yeah, it's all cut up. This is nice. This is the Rev Kit vendor area, vendor booth. Wow, it's pretty nice. And right now I'm trying to just catch a lot of like the actual main vendors that are here at Jeep Beach, but there's tons of them. Like I'm not going to be able to cover all of them that are here. So here's the LJ. This is a LJ that actually gets some wheeling time right here. You can see by the rockers. That's nice. That's extremely nice. This is also setting at the Spiderweb Shade vendor area. And I don't even know what this is. Nothing too impressed by it. Looks kind of tacky, kind of gaudy. I'm just going to skip on by that. Here's the Factor 55 JT. It's okay, nothing too special. Here's Factor 55 and Warren, actual booth. Here's another one of those gaudy, I don't even know what it is. Probably some type of JL is what it started off to be. That's terrible. Oh, here's a Bruiser conversion with more Baja Designs lights. Warren winch. Hemi in it. This is nice. This is extremely nice. I'm pretty sure this was here when I was here 2 years ago. Oh, I didn't see the wheelies. Heck yeah. Bruiser conversion wheelies. Oh, the heck with the Gladiator. This is where it's at right here. What are those? Looks like 38s. 38s on a Willys. I'm sure that's a V8 conversion. That is nice. That is one of the nicest Jeeps. Probably at Jeep Beach. Now, obviously, it's not a true, tried and true Willys, so you don't have to get in the comment section and tell me how it's not a Willys anymore, obviously. But I mean, this thing has been modified tastefully, and I bet this thing could wheel like no other. So anyway, that's the Bruiser Conversions tent. This is the other Bruiser conversion. Moving right along. You can see over there that they have the obstacle course set up. So you can go and take your Jeep on a obstacle course that they have spotters that guide you along. Here's one of my favorite conversions. Just to resemble the old Cherokee Wagoneer. This is a JKU frame Bruiser conversion. It's got a Hemi under it. This definitely was here 2 years ago. Super nice Jeep. Here's another Gladiator JT. Kind of tacky. Moving on. Here's a JT. It's nice, clean, simple. This is under the rigid booth, rigid vendor area. Here's a two-door JK. Looks to be stretched. I like that a lot. I like the accent coloring. Just everything about that. That is nice. Nice, clean, simple. If I had a JK, that'd definitely be the way to go. Oh, here's another one. This is a rock crawler suspension. Here's another two-door. It's Rubicon. Wow. Very tastefully built. Looks to be on 40s. Spiderweb shape. I love that wheel. I think that's a KMC wheel. Anyway, super slick. Now if we keep on going, a few more Jeeps I haven't seen. Here's the Nitto. Blue Waffle 2.0. I do like the half doors and the uppers on this Jeep. I was checking them out yesterday. You don't see too many half doors on a JL. And when you do find them, people want a fortune for them. Okay, here is one of my absolute favorite Jeeps. I'm a sucker for Impact Orange LJ. And this is not just an Impact Orange LJ. This has 60s under it. Dana Spicer 60s. It's on 40s. Everything about this, like the half doors, this thing's just sick. It's got the Highline fender cut. Looks like the AEV hood. So this is under the Dana Spicer vendor area. Super nice. It's got rigid lights on it. Smittybilt winch, factor 55. Fairlead. Yeah, this is awesome. This is a real truck. Here's a JL. Looks to be on 40s, like everything else in the vendor area. Two-door. I do like that it's a two-door. Oh, and it's a stick. I don't see that too often. I like the color on it. The orange really stands out. A few things I'd change. Overall though, it's a nice Jeep. Here's JT, nothing too special. Moving on, moving past the real truck booth. We're coming up on, looks like Fly Off-Road. Looks like they might make two doors. Yes, Fly Off-Road. Oh, they make bumpers as well. Must be like a fabrication type shop. Here's a JLU Rubicon moving right along. Here is a JT Rubicon. Nice. Never really been big on red, but this is a nice Jeep. Has the bed rack on the back. I like the way they've incorporated a bed cover into the bed rack. Here's a nice JT. Another one of those standout colors. Looks clean, real nice. Beadlocks on it, KMCs. Looks to be running 40s. Clean and simple. Like that a lot. I love the Gladiator on the tailgate instead of the cheesy little Jeep symbol on the back.
Everybody's still covered up.
Got that new truck smell to it. Can't have many miles on it. Wow, that is nice. Most of these Jeeps down here, you know, they cost more than my house, so it's kind of hard to envision having something like this. So I guess I'll keep my CJ and the LJ and Willys. Honestly, that's a good combo in my book. I mean, I could sell all of them and buy something of this magnitude, or you know, build something up, but I still would have to take out a loan if I was to build one of these vendor Jeeps. Just the sheer money spent on these Jeeps is insane. Here's one of the favorites, my personal favorites. I think this started off as a JK, I'm not entirely sure, maybe a JL, but I mean, it's pretty much straight buggy now. It's got more money in Baja design lights than I do in my whole Jeep, as a joke, but not really. So multiple dashes, or multiple screens in the dash. Looks to be probably 42s or 43s. Rad flow, ORIs. Clean install on the tailgate, tire on the top. That is nice. So now we're on the back section of the vendor area. This is more, I call them like low-key vendors. I do really like this trailer. He's got the KTM on top of it on the tongue. Nice overland style setup. A lot of money dumped into that. Matching trailer, Gladiator bed. Going on down, this is just a kind of tacky JLU. This is the Aries vendor booth. This is just a JT, nothing too special. Keeping on going, a little more low key back here. Like I said, it is early in the morning. A lot of people haven't made it back here yet, really. This is a nice, clean JL build. Looks to be on probably 38s to 40s. I love the color, that dark green earth tone with the bronze wheels. Black Rhino. Those are faux beadlocks. Those are nice. Jeep conversion solution. Got the KMCs on this JT. Wow, that's nice. 270 awning, roof nest, camper on it. Clean build, like that a lot. That is Jeep Conversions, is the vendor there. So, making her way on down the vendor area. This is a JLU Rubicon, nice color. There's a JT with what looks to be a wrap on it. Very nice. And as we make our way on down, going past the Crawher booth, there's a nice two-door JK, simple build, like that burnt orange. And there's what you see a lot of cruising the strip on Main Street at night in Daytona. There's another tent on top of what looks to be a JK, or JKU, my bad. If you're ever thinking about getting a tent, putting on top of your Jeep, really do some research. Like, you really want to get a trailer or something else besides putting it on top of your Jeep, because once you open it up, you're kind of stuck. There's a lot that goes into it that people don't realize. If you want to look cool, yeah, just go ahead and put one on there. But, so, let me get off my rant here. This is Steer Smart. Also have vendors on the left side. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to be able to cover all of them. This video would be very long. Painless wiring over here. That's what I have in the CJ. Honestly, it was pretty painless. Like I do recommend their kit. Here's a nice JKU. KC lights on it, JS alternators. overall, I'm gonna wrap the video up here. It's getting kind of long. Hope you've enjoyed checking out some of the vendor area with me. And you know, when it comes to Jeeps, keep it classy.